There have been the most devastating floods here in Chiang Mai, Thailand in recent weeks. People say that these are the worst floods in the past 100 years. Huge monsoon rains caused rivers to flood, and the plains of Chiang Mai are the catchment areas for many rivers in the province. The Ping River simply could not cope with the sheer volume of water and overflowed. Because Chiang Mai is so flat, the water just overflowed into the city, and some homes and buildings had the water rise to levels of 1.5 meters. Many people were stuck on the second floor of their homes and apartment buildings, and they were stranded there until army trucks could evacuate them. Now that the water levels have subsided, the city has a huge cleanup operation underway. The roads have now dried up and cleared, and today I'm going to take a ride to Baan Kang Wat, the artist's village. I hope you will come along for the ride. We have arrived at Baan Kang Wat Art Village. I've got here nice and early because it gets very busy later in the morning. Baan Kang Wat is located in the foothills of Doi Suthep, on the outskirts of Chiang Mai. Baan Kang Wat means home by the temple, and it is very close to Wat Umong, the temple with the tunnels that I did a video on a while back. When it is not too busy, Baan Kang Wat is a serene oasis of trees and shops. This community is made up of independent shops, galleries and restaurants centered around a communal amphitheater. This project was born out of the desire to create a close-knit community of artists who work together for their mutual gain. There are a lot of extensions being built at the moment due to the popularity of the place, but a lot of the core buildings are still the original teak houses. You will see that all of the shops here focus on local, handmade and sustainable products, with a focus on little to no plastic at all. For example, there was no plastic bag available for me to take my leftovers home with me when I ate at the restaurant there. There are regular art and craft exhibitions here, and there is very often some installation in place in the amphitheater. Most of the art and craft shops here offer short workshops on things like ceramics, painting and cooking. I have noticed a huge spike in the popularity of this place the past few years, which is great for the community, but it does mean that it can get very, very busy from about 11 a.m. onwards. So if you want to enjoy the best that this place has to offer, I really suggest getting here early. Google says that it opens at 10 a.m., but you can walk around and enjoy the atmosphere, even if the shops aren't all open, from about 9:30. Here we are at the Old Chiang Mai Café. I haven't shown you my favorite art shop at Baan Kang Wat yet, but I will take you there and show you after we have had some iced coffee and a snack. I know what I'm having, and that's definitely the New York cheesecake. The cheesecake here is delicious. I don't love food sketching live because I firstly want to eat the thing, and secondly I'm afraid of coffees or food getting cold. But I think the cheesecake is a good choice as it won't spoil if I take my time. Let's see if I have the restraint to be able to sketch this without eating it along the way. I really am in awe of those artists who can sketch food quickly. I am very slow and find it a challenge. But maybe I'll get quicker with more outings like this and more practice. Whilst that very wet layer dries, let me take you upstairs and show you the upper level of this coffee shop. These are photographs of the previous king of Thailand, King Rama IX. He will always be remembered as the monarch who worked hardest to improve the livelihoods of all Thai citizens through his understanding of their living conditions. He passed away in 2016. There we go, the first one's done. That took a lot longer than expected. It is so humid today and it took so long to dry between layers. Anyway, let's take another walk around and I'll show you my favorite art shop. This is an art supply store that supplies mainly acrylics and oils, and then this is the amphitheatre area. It looks like they're setting up for something in a few days' time. It is just around the corner here. This is 1528 Studio. The artist who owns and runs the studio is extremely talented. I am in absolute awe of his skills. He does the most beautiful watercolors, particularly botanicals. Very often I walk into his shop and he is busy on a commission of an enormous watercolor, very often of banana leaves or something similar. It is very rare to see watercolor done on such a large scale as he does for some of his paintings. He must do commissions for hotels or something that he does such large paintings. Here we are. You can see two works that he's busy working on at the moment. The one up on the wall is huge. It must be at least 1 meter high and about 1.2 meters wide. I find this to be the most peaceful and also inspiring space to come and walk around in. For our next stop, we're going to go to Yook Samai for some khao soi. I think that this is the best presented khao soi that I have found in Chiang Mai, even though it is a bit on the pricey side. Khao soi is a northern Thai dish. It has a red curry base and has any sort of meat, such as chicken, beef or pork. It is a mild red curry and is served over egg noodles. It will come with sides of lamb, kimchi and nuts, and also crispy noodles to scatter over the top. Now I've really got my work cut out for me, sketching something that is a hot dish. I've never done this before, but I'm still a little bit full from my cheesecake, and I've gladly resigned myself to the fact that this will be a little bit cold by the time I eat it, but that's fine. It's a hot day today, and I'm going to give it a go. What I wasn't quite banking on was this person standing in front of me who then stopped to video me sketching and also to take photographs and ask questions. I'm a very self-conscious person and this was an absolute first for me. What I quickly realized was that with the position of my table alongside the thoroughfare and the increase in traffic due to it now being lunchtime, I had inadvertently positioned myself to appear to be one of the items of interest at the artist's village. But I was too invested in the sketch by now, and all of the other tables were taken, so there was nothing to do but press on. So this was a bit of a trial by fire. Well, that is quite enough peopling for today. What I think I'm going to do is take a slightly different route home and stop by a local temple on the way. Shall we do that? Right, here we are at Wat Ban Fhon. Let's go in and check it out. Whenever I look at the archway over the entrance to this Wat, I always think of a mirror ball because that's exactly what it looks like. It's very ornate and very sparkly.